40 വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുൻപ് കേരളത്തിലേക്ക് വന്ന ഒരു ബംഗാളി കുടുംബം. അവർ തുടങ്ങിയ ഒരു ചെറിയ സംരംഭം ബികാഷ് ബാബു സ്വീറ്റ്സ്. ഇന്നത്തെ ഓണം സ്പെഷ്യൽ സംരംഭ വേദിയിൽ നമ്മൾ ബികാഷ് ബാബുവിൻ്റെ വിശേഷങ്ങളാണ് അറിയാൻ പോകുന്നത്. ഓണം സ്പെഷ്യൽ സംരംഭ വേദിയിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം.
നമസ്കാരം കേരള. എൻ്റെ പേര് അമിത് സർക്കാർ, Nilima Sarkar, my wife, and we both are the owners of the brand Bikash Babu. It's a pretty new brand, unlike what everyone thinks, but it's a journey that started from Kerala, and we are Bengalis, but we are more Malayalis now than it all began in somewhere around 1980 or 81 because my father was from the construction industry. So he used to work for a British company by name Dor Oliver. They got the contract and my father came here in 1980 or 81 as the head of projects, where we were probably 4 or 5 years old, and yes. Entire credit for that, good, bad, or whatever you take it, goes to Nilima, which I think she can tell you more on how this all came out.
So the vegetarian options were very less, and I'm a foodie. I love going out and eating and all. So when we used to go out, the only options left for a vegetarian used to be idlis and dosas and all the South Indian food, which I'm not against. But again, when you want to have some Conti food or when you want to have some North Indian food, at that point of time, there were very few options. So I used to always, nag at him saying, "Hey, what is this? You don't have any good paneer. Paneer is something which I used to love." So when he decided at one point of a time in his life that he doesn't want to continue working and wants to do something of his own, so that time he thought, why not get into doing dairy products, because getting paneer, good quality paneer during those days here in Kerala was not very easy, because first and foremost the milk required, the good quality milk required to make a high fat paneer is not something that you get from the Kerala market. So you had to bring milk from outside and all. So yeah, so that's how the journey started. We started with dairy products, paneer, lassi and curd and all. And then gradually it evolved into some other business. It's all purely based on our liking for the food and nothing to do with having an ancestral business or if you see, it looks like it's something which has been there in the market for a very long time, but no, we are fairly new, but we have marketed our brand as something which is traditional, old style, just for the aesthetics of it, and I think that brings in a lot of value to the brand.
Tourism was at its peak. When I say at its peak, I mean that a lot of these Delhiites or Rajasthanis or Maharashtrians or who come and stay in these big resorts, or they enjoy every part of it. The ambience, the resorts, the greenery is all amazing, but what is missing those days are the food part, because in a North Indian household, a paneer gets cooked at least twice or thrice in a week. So when they come here, they stay here for a pretty few days, and the paneer they were getting is quality. So every comment section of a hotel was very bad quality paneer, very bad quality paneer. So I met all the executive chefs right from Taj to etc. 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 The feedback that was coming from there is, Amit, the pain point is paneer. We got great ambience, great resort, but customers unsatisfied. So that was a opportunity which we saw, and we started doing our R&D on how to develop dairy products which is equal to North India but not very costly, number one, and second is handful for the hotels to work on. It took almost 1 year for doing a lot of R&Ds. Over the last few years, from the time we began to this day as we sit and speak in front of you, the intention is to deliver quality rather than quantity. The opposite side across the bridge, where we had somewhere around 110 square feet of space, where we thought we had excess milk and we didn't know what to do with it. So my brother, younger brother Saurabh, he told Dada, why don't we try some hands on Kolkata Rasgulla and Kolkata Gulab Jam and Cham Chams. Let's see how the market responds. The initial stages, if you go to look at the initial stages, always those people who have traveled outside Kerala, they were like, what do you call in Malayalam, എന്താ പറയുക, ആക്രാന്തം പിടിച്ച് ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കുന്ന പോലെയാണ് ആ തുടക്കം കഴിച്ചത്. ബിക്കോസ് ഇത് മേ ബി അവർ ഡൽഹി പോയപ്പോൾ വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യും, എനിക്ക് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ കൽക്കട്ട പോയപ്പോൾ വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യും, എനിക്ക് മിഷ്ടി ദോയി കഴിക്കണം, എനിക്ക് രസഗുല്ല കഴിക്കണം. See, Rasgulla always existed here in some of the restaurants, but they were not Kolkata Rasgulla. They were spongy, chewy. So Kolkata is a different texture game altogether. അപ്പോൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് ഇങ്ങനെ കണ്ടപ്പോൾ, ഐ മീൻ ആ ക്രൗഡ് ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് കയറി വന്നു. അവരുടെ കൂട്ടുകാരന്മാരിനെ കൊണ്ടുവരും, എടാ നീ വാ, എൻ്റെ കൂടെ വാ, ഞാൻ കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ നിനക്ക് ഒരു നല്ല സ്ഥലമുണ്ട്, പെട്ടികട മാതിരി കടയേ ഉള്ളൂ, പക്ഷെ ഇവിടെ വാ, നമുക്കിവിടെ നല്ലൊരു രസഗുള്ള, കൽക്കട്ട രസഗുള്ള കഴിക്കാം, നീ കൽക്കട്ടയുടെ ഒരു ഗുലാബ് ജാം കഴിക്കാം. So the second part, actually the curve went like this, because when once a Malayali started to taste it, where he has never even tasted a mishti doi or a lancha or a chom chom, then I think there was nothing stopping back. The market just, flourished in that segment.
Also, I would like to add, at that point I was in Bombay working. These people were here and they were content with the dairy business that we had. But like he said, they wanted to do something because there was excess of milk and they got into production of Bengali sweets. It was just started as a hobby. We never thought that we are going to go forward and make it as a full-fledged brand doing sweets and all, because we were content with the dairy business that we were doing. But when we saw that Kerala is accepting the kind of sweets that we are bringing to the table, then of course you feel nice about it, and then was the thought that came to us to expand it into a full-fledged sweets business. So we never had the intention to do it, but because of the acceptance that we got from the Kerala market, we went ahead and did it.
The growth path was from 110 square feet, which was just selling paneer and over-the-counter rasgulla, gulab jam. Then we thought we can bring in more products, because savories is something which Kerala liked a lot. So the Kolkata samosa, shingadas, and then the chaats came in, proper Delhi chaats came in. Then we brought in the chole bhature and pav bhaji from the streets of Bombay and Delhi. That got attracted. Then to add more to the menu, we thought let's venture into a proper North Indian restaurant, because we found out that whatever restaurants that are making here, with due respect to everybody, whatever North Indian restaurants that exist here, we're all focusing on particularly Punjabi cuisine, which is the butter chicken, butter naan, that concept. The trouble in Kerala is getting expertise people to willingly come to Kerala to work, because you get chefs here, but the South Indian cuisine plenty, but for North Indian genuine cuisine, someone from Maharashtra, you go and tell him, मेरे साथ आ जाओ केरला में काम कर, नहीं सर मैं नहीं आएगा सर केरला. So those days when we thought, but we gave him confidence. So today if you look at our workmen manforce strength, they are still staying with us. Those boys who came here on belief are still staying us here saying sir hum khush hain. So our focus was very clear from step, but we didn't want to put like what she advised right from day one is not to put too many things at one time. That's been the core strength of Bikash Babu's development, is that we have not overloaded entirely. We have grown gradually. This is an organic growth. That's why if you look at Bikash Babu's page also, you would see we are not very popular on the social media. But the word of mouth, we are very popular. Someone who has once at Bikash Babu is going to talk to 10 more people when the occasion arises, and that's how our market contains. Yeah, so when it started, including the two main staffs, we had 5 people, where I used to manage production and Nilima used to take care of the billings and all those things. Accounts. I used to deliver it. I remember those days where we bought a second-hand Honda Activa, and we used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, complete the production with those 3 boys, let it cool in the cold room for 3-4 hours, and by 11-12 we used to take the scooter and deliver to everywhere in Cochin, and we have done that for 3-4 years. We always develop people. For example, I'll introduce you to 2 or those 3 people who joined me those days. Today they are the managers. They're not MBAs, they're not highly graduates, but they are proper on the field experience guys. So they have become managers. Someone today manages a restaurant, someone manages the dairy products, but they are all hardcore people who have done that. So we have given people opportunity beyond their CV. If you go today for an interview, first thing they will ask you, which MBA college are you from? Nobody looks about what are you experienced in. But I am telling, it doesn't matter whether you are an 10th standard pass or if you are an MBA. If you can put in practical experience, it beats every other concept. We are both MBAs, but we went back to the ground because MBA didn't help us make this business. It's practicality and how we wanted to develop it from there. Her thoughts, because she's from Bombay, she has a larger vision. She's seen more of how the dynamics work than me. We did a lot of R&Ds, we attended a lot of international food festivals, fairs, and then we discovered, like you see, Bikash Babu is the first company in Kerala to introduce MAP packing, that too 2 years back, modified atmospheric pressure packing. The cost of that machine itself is about 1.5 crore. People might take it stupid, but no, that's not right. Kerala requires that. Our sweets are all stored in a dehumidified room where the humidity of that room is maintained under 50%. But that is required because if you expose those sweets to this atmosphere, you're going to face trouble. So this R&D is my responsibility. Her job responsibility to she's taking care of entirely the finance, HR, and the other things. So that's her core strength, and my core strength is this, and we are both working in coordination on what we should do. We do a lot of internal discussions, team development. Nilima particularly is an MBA in HR, so she believed in bringing people forward, building trust in people when we were zero. That is the most important thing. Everybody is seeing it all hardworking, but where's the result? We haven't seen any money for 8 years. 8 years, we hadn't seen single penny. That's why after 8 or 9 long years, Suddenly the market grew up. Seeing our R&D, today we are working with lot of top corporates like Nor, Top Ramen and Hygen and all those companies where we manufacture a lot of heavy technology products which Kerala doesn't even know of. The freeze dried paneer. For example, I'm telling you, you make fresh paneer block and you pass it through a machine where you cut it into small cubes and freeze dry them. Suddenly the paneer gets a 2-year life. So these are the customers who are the top end, like Top Ramen or Nor, or those people who buy this as one part of the raw material. For example, if you have been flying international and you want to have a Kashmiri pulao, they'll bring it into like a white car. They'll put some hot water and tell you your food will be ready in about 10 minutes.
You can even find it in aircrafts, you know, you buy those
Upma.
ready-to-eat upma and ready-to-eat paneer makhni with chapati and all. So just put water. It's all freeze-dried paneer in that, you know. That
So
is
we are the first people to do it. That's about 2 to 3 years back, where no one even heard of the technology. We still don't want to go into the preservative section. There are ways today to bring life to a food product by using technology which is expensive, yes, but more healthier. We chose that path. So our journey has not been only manufacturing rasgulla, gulab jamuns, but we have always upgraded ourselves to think what does Kerala want, plus what does Kerala need. So today in a festival time, Onam, yeah, from those days where Keralites and corporates were just thinking of a boli and payasam, to today there are corporates. We have about say 70 to 80 corporates who have booked us for giving Deepavali sweets as Onam sweets. That is the shift. So we wanted people to say that while we don't want them to compromise on the boli and payasam, because we both love our padam papadam payasam like anything. I still have my Onam Sadhya by hand, and at the last squashing the papadam and padam and payasam. I still love that. So I don't want to compromise that. But we need to tell people that there are options available. So today you don't have to go to Delhi or Bombay to eat these kind of things. You can come right here. You can come right here. And we have still and now today focused on one concept, which is again Nilima's brains behind it is what we don't want to feed our child is what we don't want to sell in Bikash Babu. This concept doesn't exist among 99% people in the industry. I'm not talking about Kerala in particular. In the industry, it doesn't exist. But we thought, let's not look at having 100 stores. Let's look at having 10 stores. But people remember those 10 stores for the reason that avade poi kaichu tripti. That is our concept, even going forward till hopefully one day my son hands this business over. Because we have sweets, we have chaats, we have chole bhature, we have the fast food, we have Chinese, we have Indian food. Now what do you want to do? Then she brought out a very important part that most of these so-called elite people in Kerala did not want to come to that shop under the bridge because they found it they love the food.
Not up to their standard, maybe.
Yeah. They love the food, they order it online, but they want to, for example, if you want to enjoy a chaat, you have to enjoy it live. So a lot of feedback used to come to her saying that why don't you open a proper restaurant? Then we identified a building. So this Bikash Babu Premium, as you see, has about 4 floors. The ground floor is dedicated for the sweets and the bakeries and stuffs like that. The first floor is a vegetarian restaurant. The second floor, interestingly, we brought in Kolkata cuisine. We are doing a lot of Kolkata food over here, like the Tangra Chinese, the Kolkata's proper rolls and the fish curries and everything, different cuisine altogether. And above that, we have a party hall because we found that a lot of corporates are giving us a lot of events, small, up to 50 people. They say, Amit, it's a corporate event. The IT companies in particular want to give a dinner or a lunch for 50 people, 60 people. So today we are that choice, because if you go to any big hotel, amongst these sections, they are only specialized on the food part. They can't get the chaat right. They can't get the Bengali sweets right. They can't get the starters right. But in Bikash Babu, since we have grown from that sector, when they start with a samosa, Punjabi samosa, nalla samosa kaichu, chaat kaichu, okay, starters kaichu, okay, main course kaichu, we're already there. Desserts, the kind of desserts we can give, we don't give ice cream. We don't promote Coca-Cola. I mean, carbonated drinks. If you see our shop, there is no carbonated drinks in our store. We don't want to promote that. It's better not to drink that, rather than you have a good thing like a Punjabi lassi or a mango lassi or a almond milk roast, which are made with naturally flavors and colors. Then try to have something alternate. Generation has accepted that.
To add to it, I'll say that the destination weddings is a very big thing in Kerala. That market is very big. So mostly the people who come from Delhi and north side, somehow they find out about us from the website or from nowadays internet is like the best thing to happen to us. So they find out and they contact us to do the catering, especially per se to North Indian food. So lot of places we do at Kumarakam, we do at Alapi, and also that is one thing also a part of our service that we've been doing. Maybe he can add more to that.
It's a very simple thing. Most of these North Indians today who do destination weddings in large numbers, they bring their entire family, the bride and the groom, they bring them all here. I don't want to particularly name the resort or hotel, but we have done more than 100 plus such events where they have about 500-600 people there. They just can't have the food here. So they used to bring their cook also those times. They used to bring their cooks, and they used to contact us and saying doodh de do. Then when we said that dada ek baar dukaan mein aa jao, अरे तुम ये सब बनाते हो? हाँ सब बनाते हैं. तो फिर हम क्यों इतना काम करके उनको बाहर लेके? That shift has happened. So today, we are so popular among the event managers across India that whenever they want to do a destination wedding, they tell the client very confidently, sir, आप चिंता ना करो, खाना पीना मिठाई हमारे पास बंदा है, अगर पसंद नहीं आया तो पैसा वापस. That guarantee they give them. Well, Onam, see, we do the palada payasam, semia payasam, and these payasam in-house. It will be available for Onam during the 4 days, but it will be typically full fat milk reduced by hand to make it. We may not be 100% as to what you expect, but at least close by. Try that. And personally, yes, I mean hog on Onam Sadhyas for 3 days continuously.
For me, like growing up in Mumbai, I've always been surrounded with friends from Kerala. Bombay has a lot of Keralites, and I have grown. My best friend is Malayali, and I used to wait for the whole year to go to her house during Onam, because her mother used to make the best of the spread for Onam, put on a nice banana leaf. Was a fascination for me at that point of time, growing up. We are eating on a banana leaf. So those are my fond memories of Onam. And after coming here, obviously I love the getting dressed up in nice setumundo, the Kerala saris, and going for Tiruvadira and all that stuff. So I enjoy Onam over here.
We grew up here being taught how to take away the spoon and eat with your hand. Even so we were thinking, how is a payasam so liquid? How are you going to have it? So when they showed us, you have to make it from liquid to a pickable form. How do you do it? You put that nalipu and padam and then bana and then you put your papadam. It seemed at first, can I do it? But to be very honest, we wait for those days. This year, the next coming year, we'll be focusing on the South Indian cuisine also. Very soon, you will be hearing an announcement from Bikash Babu where we are opening a South Indian restaurant.
Yeah, so maybe in the coming few months we will start having South Indian Kerala food also on our menu. So that is on our next expansion plan.
We both will contribute to this in different ways because she has another view of looking at things. I have different view looking at things. So I keep my at ground level as an entrepreneur and a founder. I only keep telling something is first judge whether whether this market has a demand. Even if it has 1% demand, plunge into it, have passion, don't lose. Everybody is going to pull you down, but don't lose up. Just keep it all going because there is no alternate for genuinity. I am live example for that.
What I feel is entrepreneur is some word which is used very loosely nowadays, and everyone wants to become an entrepreneur. And everyone is getting it. Even maybe a 16-year-old child out of college just starts doing something and says, I'm an entrepreneur. Even the social media influencers have become entrepreneurs. So it's a very loosely used word nowadays, but I feel that you get into something knowing that you can do it and you can carry it forward. Don't just do it just for the sake that you want to show something to everyone. You show it off for maybe a year or two and then just dump that thing and get back to doing whatever you were doing before. Don't do that. If you do something, give it some time, let it progress. There will be failures in the start, or maybe there is some lucky people get success right at the word go, but 80% of the people, they will fail in the first 2-3 years. Don't give up, try and go on. Money, as he said, you can't see money, especially in a business like us. The first 5-6 years you will never see money. You have to just put money from your own side, but faith and patience is something you need to keep, and trust yourself, trust your instincts, and just go for it. That's what I would like to say. Also, I feel the customers here push you to innovate yourself, push you for that. They get bored really easily with the same products being on the the display, whatever. So they want something new coming in. So it is a very good opportunity for business owners like us to kind of get into it, do more research, and try to see what all you can bring, any new addition, something new from around the world, from around India. That is one very good thing about Kerala market that I have seen. And I always tell him that the customers push you to test yourself and bring in something new to the table.
അങ്ങനെ 1.5 പതിറ്റാണ്ടിന് മുൻപ് ചെറിയൊരു ഒറ്റമുറി സംരംഭമായി തുടങ്ങി ഇന്നൊരു വളരെ വലിയ പ്രീമിയം സ്വീറ്റ് ബ്രാൻഡായി മാറിയ ബികാഷ് ബാബുവിൻ്റെ വിശേഷങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമായി എന്ന് കരുതുന്നു. ഇതുപോലെ മറ്റൊരു സംരംഭത്തിൻ്റെ വിശേഷങ്ങളുമായി പുതിയ സംരംഭവിദ്യയുടെ എപ്പിസോഡിൽ നമുക്ക് വീണ്ടും കാണാം.
എളുപ്പത്തിൽ സമ്പാദ്യം വളർത്താം. ഇന്ന് തന്നെ MyFin TV ആപ്പ് ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യൂ.